Starmer. Trump can't decide the future of Greenland PM joined European leaders in issuing statements after U.S. President insisted he was very serious about going ahead with annexation. Danish soldiers take part in joint military drills in Kangerlussuaq, Greenland. Danish soldiers take part in joint military drills in Kangerlussuaq, Greenland Credit. Guglielmo Mangiapane, REUTERS, James Crisp, Europe. Editor, James Crisp, 06. January 2026, 1:33 p.m. GMT. Donald Trump cannot annex Greenland and place it under U.S. control, Sir Keir Starmer has said. Follow this channel for more updates on international news. The Prime Minister joined European leaders in insisting only Greenland and Denmark can decide on the Arctic island's future. Greenland belongs to its people. It is for Denmark and Greenland and them only to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland, the leaders of Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, and Denmark said. The joint statement was issued on Tuesday as prime ministers and presidents met in Paris for a meeting of the coalition of the willing on the war in Ukraine. Mr. Trump insisted he was very serious about going ahead with the annexation of Greenland on Monday night, declaring, "We need Greenland for national security, and that includes Europe." Mette Frederiksen, the Danish prime minister, had earlier warned that if the U.S. did take over Greenland, it would end the NATO alliance underpinning Western security since 1949. No member should attack or threaten another member of the North Atlantic Treaty. Otherwise, NATO would lose its meaning if conflict or mutual conflicts occurred within the alliance, Donald Tusk, the Polish prime minister, agreed on Tuesday. Mr. Trump has argued that Greenland, which is rich in untapped rare earth minerals, is needed for national security reasons because Russia and China are boosting their influence in the strategic Arctic region. Greenland is on the shortest route for missiles between Russia and the United States, and Washington already has a military base there. The U.S. president's capture of Nicolas Maduro and his declaration that the U.S. would run Venezuela has exacerbated fears that he could take Greenland by force, an option he has never explicitly ruled out. The dispute threatens to overshadow the coalition of the Willing Summit, which is being attended by Steve Witkoff, the U.S. Special Envoy, and Jared Kushner, Mr. Trump's son-in-law. European leaders are attempting to walk a diplomatic tightrope in showing support for Denmark without alienating the U.S. It steers difficult peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. The U.S. is the power of NATO. Before Western leaders gathered in the French capital, a senior Trump advisor said that no country in the world would dare to fight the U.S. for Greenland. Stephen Miller, the president's deputy chief of staff and Homeland Security advisor, questioned Denmark's right to govern the Arctic island because Washington was the power of NATO. Mr. Miller said, "Greenland should be part of the U.S. By what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? The U.S. is the power of NATO." He told CNN, "What is the basis of their territorial claim? What is their basis of having Greenland as a colony of Denmark?" U.S. officials have reportedly tried to bypass Denmark and approach Greenland directly with a deal, but have so far been rebuffed. Washington is considering offering a Compact of Free Association, COFA, to the island. The U.S. has offered COFAs to small Pacific nations, which allow U.S. forces to operate freely in the countries in exchange for duty-free trade. Asked if he could take military force off the table, Mr. Miller said, "Nobody is going to fight the U.S. militarily over the future of Greenland. It wouldn't be military action against Greenland. Greenland has a population of 30,000 people." He was speaking after Katie Miller, his wife, posted on social media a map of Greenland in the colors of the U.S. flag with the